Right, good evening everyone. Welcome to another edition of Straight Down the Middle. I'm your host MC Tim, and yes, it's been a while. Sorry, I was back in the UAE for a little bit and did not have proper access to a microphone, so I could not record certain things that I wanted to. But I believed at that point maybe my emotions were a bit overflowing, but rightfully so. After seeing the heart of a tiger, the no, I said the eye for tiger and the heart of a fighter from the Bangladesh cricket boys, and the overwhelming emotion Bangladesh were submerged into after that after the historic match against Pakistan in which Bangladesh reached the final. And clearly this is the biggest moment after getting the test status. This is the biggest moment in Bangladesh cricket history. Getting the test status, and after beating Australia, after going to the second round of the no, more than beating Australia, more than going to the second round of the thing of the 2007 World Cup, more than beating England twice, more than beating more than beating more than beating India, more than beating Sri Lanka, more than beating South Africa, more than getting a 3-0 whitewash against West Indies, more than getting a 4-0 whitewash against New Zealand. This was the greatest moment, single greatest moment in Bangladesh cricket history. This was the single greatest moment because we reached the finals, removing two sides like Sri Lanka and India. And you can say India may be out of form, maybe a bit out of form, but Sri Lanka reached the finals of the CB series. We should not forget that. So they, they had pretty much good form, and there was not that much of an excuse, for them to lose, saying that, oh, we're not in form and all that shit. No, Bangladesh actually played well, and this was actually reflected by Shahid Afridi, by Misbah al-Haq, and by so many other people. And yeah, just for one moment, all like I want to Bangladesh, forget this, forget this childish, political feuds. There's absolutely childish political feuds in Bangladesh. Forget these childish political feuds and unite and bask in the glory of Bangladesh's success in cricket. What it had achieved that day. Okay, we lost by 2 runs. 2 runs. It's just 2 runs, and the criminals are Shadat Hussain and Nazimuddin. Nazimuddin for getting consuming too many dot balls. Shadat Hussain for giving her too many runs, and you can say Mushfiqur Rahim as well. You had Nazmul Hussain, I believe, at the end. You had maybe Shakib Al Hasan in the end. You had other bowlers. You had other bowlers. You didn't give them a chance. You gave Shadat Hussain the ball. That's not supposed to happen, right? And yeah, at that point, I don't know, like part of me just wanted to just stand up and sing there's an awesome commercial for Grameen Phone. I think it's a song called Shoto Asha by someone. I wanted to sing that song very very loudly. Just stand outside my balcony and with the Bangladesh cricket jersey on. Okay, but after that, all the drama that went on after that, absolutely bullshit. Because Pakistan have supported us. The first ODI we played was against Pakistan. The Pakistan helped us develop our cricketers. Our cricketers. A lot of the Pakistani players came to the BPL and made it big. BPL was actually televised in Geo Super. So that's the Pakistani channel. And actually, the BPL for a tournament with no Indian players, it did. I believe it did pretty well. But although I don't know the final ratings and the turnover, but I presume it did pretty well for a tournament with no Indian players, right? And after all this, you know they got thing, but the Bangladeshi support staff got uh impressed by the security of Pakistan, that they're gonna provide security. After all this shit, Bangladesh says, "Oh, we might back out. We might back out, but thanks for the thing anyways. But thanks for the thanks for your nomination anyways. But yeah, it seemed like I changed my mind. So psych, bastard. And that's what it is. And after that, god damn, like Mustafa Kamal, like I really think this guy really kisses India's ass a bit too much. Okay, a lot of country kisses India's ass, because India's the superpower of cricket. But this guy kisses it a bit too much. Real, and I mean really a bit too much. I mean, geez, just have the tour of Pakistan because just have the tour of Pakistan because Pakistan is now in need, and we as Asian countries have to support him. And wait a minute, isn't Mustafa Kamal the president of the ACC? What's he doing to ameliorate the situation? This is what he has to show for it. Stopping tours of Pakistan. This is what he has to show for it. Okay, okay, neutral umpire. What's the problem? As long as you can get an official ODI going on, what's your problem? I don't get it. I don't get it. The Pakistan has ICC umpires, elite ICC umpires. Bangladesh has ICC umpires. So what's the problem? And yeah, I mean, all these empty promises, bullshit, to build a to build a stadium at Cox's Bazar, bullshit, 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 all bullshit. But yeah, it's good to see Tamim Iqbal being picked for the IPL, although he didn't play yet. And it's good to see Shakib Al Hasan also being picked for IPL, although he didn't play yet. And Sanjay Mandrekar really actually made a point about this, saying that Kolkata Knight Riders is losing. Do you think you should include a player like Shakib Al Hasan in your side, who's currently in form? And the guy who was interviewing seemed a bit evasive of the question. I'm like, okay, it's their loss really. It's really their loss. Right. The England Sri Lanka series. Good comeback by England. Good comeback by England. But then again, I think they have to be a bit more consistent with their performance if they have to maintain their number one spot. Because I think there's a series against South Africa that's coming up, and this one I want to see because South Africa, the likes of the likes of Dale Steyn, Morne Morkel, Vernon Philander, and Marshawn Delange. I want to see this. I want to see how England face this quartet of fast bowlers because and yes, England has Grant Swan. England has Monty Panesar, who I don't know, he's a bit like yes and no. I think he's replaceable at the moment. He's still replaceable. Right. And yes, there's Stuart Broad, there's James Anderson, there's Stephen Finn. Stephen Finn, okay, maybe. James Anderson, maybe. Stuart Broad, not too sure. Not too sure. Not too sure. Tim Bresnan. Yes, I guess you have an extra thing of a batsman there, extra option of an extra batsman there. But then again, the consistency and the venom I've seen, Dale Steyn and especially Vernon Philander, these two bowl with. I have not seen that. I have not seen that that same amount of venom in the English bowlers on a consistent basis. And this is a fact. And this is a fact. Right. Because on a subcontinental pitch, getting a getting a delivery at 155 is not a joke. On a subcontinental pitch, getting a 155 delivery, bowling a 155 kilometer per hour Yorker is not a joke. Okay. And the IPL, the joke and the gimmick as it is. I guess it's good for pastime, and whoever likes their countrymen, it's good to see them. And I don't know. I think the Hamad Hussain, that guy from Afghanistan, he was selected in the BPL. I don't know if he did play or not. If he didn't play, shame on the BPL. And I like that they actually gave someone from Zimbabwe a chance. They gave a Brendan Taylor a chance. So and that was actually really good to see in the BPL. But then again, in the IPL, it's it's like I said, the gigantic gimmick that it is. It's you get a good close game sometimes, but then again, that's about it. That's about it. Oh yes, and the other incident today with Harbhajan Singh bullying an umpire into making changing a decision, and that was really uncalled for. And for that, Harbhajan Singh should be have either heavily fined or banned from cricket for at least 1 year. Because, dude, even if you own 100% of cricket, even if you own 100%, you finance 100% of cricket, nothing gives you the rights to actually change the change the rules. Then you might as well just make your own sport, and saying that cricket evolved from keep believing your myths that cricket evolved from Gilly Danda and all that, where nothing could be further from the truth. But yeah, and even Harbhajan Singh, I think so. Is in 2020 you can't really say, but I think he's India's now going to struggle. India is really now going to struggle because their bowling department is lacking. Their batting department, all right, if Sehwag clicks, it's right. Gautam Gambhir is more of a classical left-hander. You have Dhoni, you have Virat Kohli, who's a really good up and coming batsman. And then you have this inconsistency in Suresh Raina, Rohit Sharma, Robin Uthappa. This indecision and all that. So it's not gonna go good. It's not looking good for India. And one bowler. You can't depend on one pace bowler. You can't depend on Zaire Khan all your life. Right. And another thing, for Bangladesh, yes, uh, Ashraful didn't get a central contract. Understandable. Doesn't mean he should be left out of cricket, but he didn't get a central contract, but understandable. Right. Nasser Hussain got a central contract. Very understandable. Because we had Tamim, we had Shakib before, now we have Nasser Hussain. He's another dependable player. He's a very athletic fielder shown in the thing. He's a handy bowler shown in the Asia Cup. He's a handy bowler shown in the series against West Indies, and he's a good batsman shown several times. I mean several times in a very very short career, in a career that's less than a year old. That's less. It's going to be a year, I think, so this August, and uh, I think so. In fact, if you have to play Mohammad Ashraful, you can replace him with Jaharul Islam in the ODI side, and Nazimuddin on the ODI side, because Nazimuddin, Jaharul Islam sometimes he gets going. Nazimuddin, no, he kind of eats up too many deliveries, so it's not that good for the run rate. Or I don't know whatever happened to Junaid Siddiqui and Imrul Kais. I don't know what happened to that, but let's see. But things are looking good for Bangladesh. Things are looking good, especially with the return of Mashraف Mortaza, who was so underestimated, who was so underrated, and actually he caused so much of the difference by good line length bowling and taking wickets as well in the Asia Cup. So things are looking good for Bangladesh, provided things go on like this. And Mustafa Kamal, please, pull your head out your ass and for fuck's sake, show some morale for once. Show some morale for once in your life. Have the tour of Pakistan. Stop being such a snake, you motherfucker. I MC Taman signing out.